Good morning. Welcome to Up to the Minute. Well, that was kind of interesting. Yeah. We're live, by the way, at HCCTV Studios. That's why a little discombobulated because we had a miscue this morning. Yeah. But it's good to have you here. It's Tasty Tuesday. I'm still in the middle of doing everything. I'm not ready for the show to start.
I know. I mean, that's what happens when you have a live show.
I know. Sometimes you're ready. Happen. You know, I didn't even get the clock started. So, yeah, here we go. We just have to remember we're ending at 26 today. Right. Good to have you with us this morning. We're live at the HCCTV Studios. And it's Tasty Tuesday. We've got some special guests coming your way. Benji is my co-host this morning. He joins me live in the studio.
Yeah, today in the studio. Can you believe that?
And you're on time.
And I'm on time.
You're actually in the, I've got to admit, last week you rolled in here literally as we were going on the air. And he's plugging in. You know, and so today I come in the studio. Benji's already here. He's working on, so I'm thinking he's working on his computer and he's diligently working away and I'm getting stuff ready. Then I look over at him and he's like scrolling and I'm going, what are you doing? So I'm looking at concert tickets for a show I want to go to. You want to tell them the band you're looking
at?
Midland.
Yeah, based off of Texas, a great band if you want to listen to them.
Yeah. So he's thinking of going to see him at Red Rocks. So the reason why he was in the studio early was not to work, but look up tickets for his favorite band.
It was because I didn't have internet at home, you know, after the storm.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you lost your power.
I lost my
power. Did you get it back?
I got power back, but Xfinity's fixing their internet issues. So
yeah. Well, man, sorry. I'm glad you have it back. Sorry you didn't have it. And for those of you out there, I know we have a lot of our faculty and staff that are still dealing with power issues. You know, I think like 300,000 people across the city. You know, we really feel for you, and hopefully this will be over soon. Get that power back. But we've got a great show for the next half hour. As I mentioned, it's Tasty Tuesday. Benji's got a guest coming up, but we want to thank you for watching us on Facebook Live and YouTube. We're here just about every morning when HCC is in session at 10 a.m.
Yeah, we're live on the Houston Community College District Facebook page, not HCC, but Houston Community College District. You can also find us on YouTube, X, LinkedIn, and on HCCTV, where you can catch a rebroadcast of this show at noon, 5 and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Okay, so we've got some special guests joining you. One of them, Benji will be talking with. Dr. Latrice Rideout is the program director of HCC's Community Learning Program. You know, they offer these free or low-cost programs. She's going to tell you all about it. Latrice, good to have you with us on the show.
Thank you for having me, Todd.
We are looking forward to hearing about the plans you guys have coming up for the summer and beyond. Stick around. Benji, did you find the concert tickets yet? Are you still looking?
No, look at the script.
All right. Anyway, as long as he's not looking for other concerts to see, Benji's going to be with you in about 10 minutes.
That's a beautiful venue. I've been there.
There you go. All right. Okay. We're going to kick things off. It's Tasty Tuesday, and we continue celebrating Asian American Pacific Islander Month. And we're inviting an entrepreneur on the show with some big plans. Sandy Nguyen is the co-founder of Ordinary Concepts and Saigon Hustle. Welcome to the show, Sandy. Good to see you.
Thank you so much for having me. So excited to be here this morning.
Absolutely. You've got a lot of great things going on, but tell folks, first off, I mentioned to you before the show started that I'd driven by your location, just randomly driving around like, oh, that's where they are. But tell people where Saigon Hustle is and Ordinary Concepts and what they're both about.
Yeah, definitely. So Saigon Hustle, we're located in Garden Oaks, which is, if people don't know, it's north of the Heights. So not too far off. We are at 3323 Ella Boulevard. And we're a hospitality group called Ordinary Concepts. We have Saigon Hustle and Sunday Press, which actually happens to be right next door. So they're side by side.
And they are two completely different restaurants, correct?
Two completely different restaurants, yes.
Saigon Hustle, tell us a bit about the menu there, and then also Sunday Press as well.
Yeah, definitely. So I think to back up a little bit, my story is I've got three kids under 9, and my partner has 4 kids under 9. And so the whole point of doing these concepts was to provide healthier options through a drive-through. And so we're like, we couldn't decide on one concept, so we did both. And it's been a great hit. Saigon Hustle is Vietnamese food through the drive-through, providing healthy eats. And Garden Oaks has absolutely embraced us. So we're super excited to be in that neighborhood.
Well, it's exciting that you have that concept because I like to eat healthy. I live alone, so I, don't like to cook a lot. That's just the way it is. And then I avoid fast food. I'm getting tired of the HEB healthy meal options. I think I've made it through every one, rolled back through, and I'm just I was talking to a friend of mine about this the other day, and like, I'm done with all that. So you're out there for a market that needs assistance, I might add, but you also got a huge boost because I was reading about something called the $1 million launch. This is kind of incredible that you tried out for this contest and then you guys win the contest as well.
Yeah, I would say now that I'm a little bit older, manifesting is, I think, real. And this isn't our first rodeo. I've had 20 years of experience in the restaurant industry. And so I started right out of college, graduated from U of H, and made a lot of mistakes along the way. And um, when right before the pandemic hit, I was like, what can I do to really scale? That was my goal because I had watched um, other franchises scale from like one concept to, nationwide 200 locations. And so I was thinking, okay, I'm in the food and beverage industry. What hasn't been done? And my first restaurant out of college was a Vietnamese restaurant. And I think I was maybe too early during that time. And so I always thought, I'm going to do Vietnamese food one day again. And so I came up with Saigon Hustle, kind of like a Chipotle model in the sense it's, 5 starches, 4 proteins, um, and I was thinking, okay, like Vietnamese food, but Panda Express, right? Like, why hasn't that been done? And so I really, when we did our first store, I was like, I'm going to build the foundation to make sure that this is scalable. We're going to start off right. We're going to make sure we have our ops manual and processes down. And so when we got approached by this private equity company to join the contest, I honestly thought it was, we were just going to do a food truck. Like, hey, we're going to go in, we're going to cook some food like Chopped or something like that, and we'll have to be on some episodes. But really, it was an interview process, a one pager. And then a couple months later, we got a phone call and was like, "You're the fourth semifinalist." And I'm like, "What? How's it even possible?" I was like, "We hardly did anything just yet." And so the whole team flew down. They interviewed us for the last round, and we won. I mean,
Wow.
it was we won out of 300 restaurants. It was so surreal. They came in kind of like what is it, the publishing clearinghouse with like this huge check.
Mhm.
And that's how it all began. And ultimately, we're so excited. Like this is a dream. It is literally a dream come true.
Well, one of our former guests on the show, Hannah Kirby, was on a
Yeah.
couple of weeks ago talking about her nonprofit, and she is the one that suggested you guys and when she described it to me, she's like, think of Panda Express, but with the Vietnamese concept and going nationwide. Okay, when somebody thinks of Panda Express, they are everywhere. It's kind of like, what do you want to be? I want to go for the top. I don't, you've got some high hopes and some big ambitions when you're looking to launch on that scale. How long do you think, I know you're about to open another location in the fall, but how long do you anticipate with your business model to start to scale out to other cities? Will this be something people will buy franchises for? Will you be opening these locations? How will that work?
I think in the business that we're in and the nature of being an entrepreneur, the landscape is always changing. So when we partnered up with Savory for the launch, initially we said we're going to own or operate all the locations together. But I think in the last 6 months, that conversation has changed a little bit and that we are open to doing franchises in other markets. So I think that's super exciting. Um, we'll definitely, what I've learned is concentrating on one city first. So obviously Houston is where we're from. So we'll probably open another 8 locations here, and then we'll move to Dallas, San Antonio, and work our way up Midwest. So Kansas, Oklahoma, just because it's easier to do business
Right.
in the middle of the country.
And Houston is such, I mean, it sounds cliche, but it's true. And we're a foodie market down here. I mean, I've had friends who go to other cities and they're like, you know, people talk about the weather in Houston being bad, but you guys got the food scene down here. I mean, Houston has such a diverse food scene. Being that we have restaurants everywhere, does that hinder or help you with the fact that we have a wide variety of offerings here in Houston?
I think that definitely helps in the sense that I feel like we're such a melting pot of cultures that people are more open to trying new things. Um, and you know, the Vietnamese sector, I feel like it's taken some time. And I think with social media these days, I mean, you'll just go through TikTok or Instagram and you
Yeah.
see all this cool food. And so I think people are just they're more exposed to it than we have ever been. And so with that being said, I think Houston's a great market for that because it's on every corner, really. You can't turn a corner without even seeing like a taqueria or like a Tex-Mex or
Yeah.
things like that, right? So
All right. So your next location, from what I read, are you looking at the fall of 2024? Is that what you were looking at?
yeah, we are our second location is going to be in Spring Branch, right across from, I don't know if y'all are familiar with Underbelly Burger and
Yeah.
the Decoy, which is like a volleyball sand court bar on that side. So we'll be right over there.
Very nice. Well, we wish you the best of luck. Sandy Nguyen is the co-founder of the hospitality company Ordinary Concepts, which runs Saigon Hustle and Sunday Press, our Tasty Tuesday guest. Sandy, thanks for being here, and we look forward to seeing Saigon Hustle all over Texas and beyond.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, thank you. Okay, Benji, you've got a special guest you're going to welcome as well, because we've got a number of offerings here at HCC that are either low cost or free, and your guest is going to tell us all about it.
Yeah, we do. We have Dr. Latrice Rideout. She's the program director of HCC's Community Learning Program. Welcome to the show, Latrice.
Thank you so much, Benji. Thank you for having me.
Of course. As we said on the top of the show, our community learning program offers free and low cost classes to the public. So before we get into some of those, can you give us some general info about them?
Yes, community learning, like you said, is open classes to the public. They are non-credit. Most of our classes are at no cost at all. We do have some that are at minimal cost, maybe $25, things like the arts and crafts classes. And then we also have dance classes in the Spring Branch campus. They have a minimal fee, but it spans for several weeks out. And we're open to the public. We serve the whole district around the city of Houston.
Awesome, awesome. And so what are some of those things that you're looking at to give out these free classes where people have to, how would you show for proof? Like maybe an ID or anything like that? How would you go?
Well, we offer classes. We have a focus area on the 50+ community. For the senior community, we offer things like free beginning computer classes, beginning Spanish classes. We've done one-day workshops, smartphones for seniors, things of that sort. So we have things that are catered to the senior population. We also have summer youth activities, like I mentioned earlier. A lot of the dance classes, they have them for youth, teens, and adults.
Wow.
So we have a broad spectrum, and then we want to reach those demographics, different demographics. So we offer classes in multiple languages. We offer classes in English. We even have some instructors that speak Mandarin, so they're offering things in Mandarin, Spanish, as well as in Vietnamese.
Well, that's cool. That's nice to hear that there's something that's open for the community, no matter even the language. So that's pretty great that you are doing that. Tell us about your Medicare awareness workshops.
Right. We're partnering with United Healthcare, and they will be presenting at various campuses. So they have a team of individuals that will go out across the district in June, July, August, and we're adding dates. And like I said, we'll also have some sessions in Vietnamese, and we're trying to add Spanish. That's what we're working on. And they're going to be on Wednesdays, and those will be 1-hour workshops. And they will have things on different Medicare awareness and understanding the different plans. And they will have 3 different workshops that they will be presenting, one in June, one July, and August, and then they will repeat those, and they will send their teams out to different HCC campuses all at the same time. So visit our website. They are open to the public. We prefer that you would pre-register, but we do also allow walk-ins, and they will run from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Wednesdays in the summer.
Perfect. I also understand that you're partnering up with our COEs for some workshops. Can you tell us about those?
Absolutely, absolutely, Benji. So what we want to do also is serve as a pipeline to our credit courses and credentials of value. So CLP, I like to liken it to giving out a sample. Your guest earlier was talking about food. So I remember back in the day, I'm probably dating myself. I remember visiting the mall when I was young, much younger, and Chick-fil-A would give out the samples of the chicken breast on the toothpick. And that's before I remember any standalone shops. They were just giving out the samples. And so what CLP does, we offer, like I said, it's open to the community. And in a sense, we're giving out that sample. And that allows us to introduce, because we have HCC instructors that can come in and talk about their programs. So at Central College, we have a workshop that's going to focus on sewing and fashion design. At the Northeast campuses, we have programs on automotive care. So they're going to do one-day workshops on tire replacement tires, oil change, and brake inspections. They will also offer classes on safety. So we train a lot of the firefighters and police officers in the city of Houston through the Northeast College. And so they're going to present workshops on home fire safety and also citizen response to active shooter. So we want to highlight, and then at our Spring Branch campuses in the Northwest College, they have the Media Design Center. So they're going to offer workshops on crowdfunding for indie films, and also Ableton Live. So that will give those instructors an opportunity to talk about their full programs if people are interested in pursuing that education further.
Wow, you're so right. It's like you're getting a little sample of everything, really. I mean,
absolutely.
And if you're looking for something to do in the summer, I mean, this will keep you busy. You can go to all these classes, right?
Yes. You can go to one or all of them. Like I said, we do accept walk-ins. We have a pre-registration process, but that's not required. We will accept walk-ins as well.
And I know for some people, it's a little bit harder to come out of home. Do you offer some online classes as well as?
Well, actually, we offer online classes for those whose schedule might have a conflict or they prefer learning that way. And then we're also working to go out into the communities where people are, so that if they choose to, if they're going weekly to their neighborhood community centers or parks. I know my mother goes to some of the community centers in Tom Bass, and they have health and wellness training. Well, we're working to send HCC instructors to facilitate some of those classes, health and wellness, arts and crafts, beginning computer trainings. And so we're going out to meet them where they are.
Awesome, awesome. And I know this one kind of caught my attention. You said you have dance, sewing, and media classes. So the dance ones, I kind of want to delve into that. I might want to take a dancing class.
Several types of dance classes. And then also we have, like I said, serving the demographic, we offer U.S. citizenship prep courses. So what that is a 12-week course that meets 2 hours once a week. And we have instructors that are preparing individuals to pass the U.S. citizenship exam. And so they go over the various content, and then they will answer questions. Many of the people who are currently working at Houston Community College, even within our Department of Community Learning, have gone through that process of becoming a U.S. citizen. And so they also are there and are assisting in volunteering.
Okay. And lastly, I just want to know, how do you work with those community centers to bring them those HCC classes? I mean, that has to be like a team effort there, right?
Yes, we partner with industry partners. So not only are we having our instructors to teach some of the content, we're working, I mentioned United Healthcare. We're working with Houston Health to bring some online health and wellness. So we partner with these various industries outside of HCC, and then they are able to communicate and spread the word about what's happening in community learning, because we are doing a lot. But a lot of people may not even know what we're doing or that we exist.
Of course. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Latrice Rideout. She is the program director of HCC's Community Learning Program, and we'll have all of your info on our post after the show. So you'll definitely want
Absolutely, absolutely. Give us a call or visit our website, hccs.edu/CLP for a community learning program. You can go there, ask a question, or browse and just search. We're always updating that website on a daily basis to add more classes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Thanks, Latrice. We've got a few announcements to go over before we wrap up for today. One of them, Instructional Service Awards. Those are going on right now. HCC is accepting nominations for the Instructional Service Awards for this academic year. Please nominate your outstanding colleagues or yourself, and you can submit more than one nomination. The categories are Outstanding Faculty Leader and Outstanding Faculty Member, Outstanding Instructional Administrator, Outstanding Instructional Services Staff Member. All right. Deadline for submissions is noon Wednesday, May the 29th. So it is coming up. Get your submissions in, Benji.
Yeah.
Of course. We'll have more information in our post after the show. PEP deadlines. That's coming up too.
It's almost that time. That year-end review process for PEP must be acknowledged in June for all employees. For additional information about the process, visit My HCC, or you can contact your talent relations senior partner. The deadlines are June 1st for the 9-month full faculty and part-time adjunct faculty, and then June 30th for 10-month full-time faculty and full-time faculty and staff. So check out our post after the show for more info.
HCC's Northeast Robot or Summer Camp participants will learn about coding with AI and robotics. It's free of charge, and there's even lunch included. It's an incredible program. It's from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday, June 24th through 28th. Get the kids signed up. Check our post after the show for more information on that. And we've got information sessions, because if you want to go to HCC, you got to take these information sessions. We're making it easy for people.
Yeah. Looking to enroll for summer or fall, but overwhelmed with the admissions process, HCC can help with virtual information sessions to guide you through the process. Whether you've got questions about how to apply, financial aid, international advising, academic programming, or something else, HCC academic advisors can support students through the process. So check out our post after the show for registration info.
You going out of town this weekend for Memorial Day?
Not this weekend.
No.
No.
Okay.
Might do a little something in Lake Conroe.
Oh, okay. All right. So he'll be in town, but many people will be going out of town because this weekend is Memorial Day. That's right. And that happens on Monday, May 27th, which means HCC will be closed on that day in regards to or celebrating the holiday. We will have a best of up to the minute that day, but no live show Monday morning. We'll return on Tuesday, May 28th, and everyone have a happy and safe Memorial Day. Benji just mentioned registration for summer and fall is ongoing right now. You can go online at this moment and register for the summer classes or the fall. We have 5 ways to learn: online anytime and online on a schedule. Both of them online. One of them has live classes. You can interact with your professor and your classmates. The other one is just literally a course you can watch anytime you would like, then you test for it. We have 2 versions of hybrid. We have a hybrid class where you do some in-person, some online, and then a lab, which is set up the same way. And then in-person classes. Yes, we still have those, believe it or not. Your classes, are you taking them in person or online?
I like them in person.
You
but
do?
Some people like
Okay.
them online too.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's why it's any way you like it. Any way you like it, we've got the class for you. In-person classes, sign up for those early because they do fill up fast. Go to hccs.edu/apply to learn more about this. Later this week, Southwest College President, Dr. Madeline Barillo Hopkins will be joining us to discuss the upcoming Workforce Development Symposium and Job Fair at HCC's Missouri City campus. And Film Friday will return with this return of Sarah Gaston, who will conduct some self-taping workshops for commercials to ensure your acting style fits its brand. You ever taken acting classes?
yes, I did actually. I was in high school.
Why did I know that
theater
answer?
program.
Yeah. What plays were you in?
Harvey, do you know about Harvey, about the bunny?
But the rabbit,
Yeah, about the rabbit,
Jimmy
yeah.
Stewart made a movie about
Yeah,
that.
and then I was almost in Pippin.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was almost in Back to the Future. I just didn't show up for the audition.
Yeah,
all right.
man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Almost doesn't count. Yeah. High school days with Benji. Yeah. We're all, I was in drama too in high school.
Yeah,
So
you
there
told
you
us
go.
about that. So
Yeah.
what's your most famous play that you did?
Camelot.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Camelot.
Give us a famous line from there.
If ever I would leave you, it would not be in springtime. There you go.
Wow.
So, yeah. Not for you. Anyway, thanks for joining us this morning. Tomorrow we'll be back with more nonsense and a lot of good things. We do have a lot of important information, but we like to have fun anyway.
Yeah.
Benji will be here next week. I'll be here tomorrow. We'll see you live at 10 a.m.